I should totally make you roommates with Vesta. I'm gonna see if I can do that. Let me see. I don't know if she's here though, is the thing that's the problem. But yeah, I want her to be roommates with Vesta in a cabin together, because that's basically how I view them in GameCube Animal Crossing anyway. How do we go find your roommate though? I don't know where your roommate is. Does it have to be someone here? I didn't know it had to be someone here. I thought I could pick literally anyone. Now I'm like, shit. Can I see the list of villagers? I don't remember how to move you in with someone. I don't want to talk to anybody here because that's not what I wanted. Yeah, I do. Nico, I'm trying to talk to you. I don't know where Vesta is. I need her. I refuse to accept anyone else. Talk to a homeowner? Oh my gosh, it's like a whole ass list. Okay. This is great because this already shows me who I already have. Like, I didn't know we had Violet. Aw, Frida. Okay. Muffy. There's some of them I already want to have people. Like Anka to have Lucky, for example. Very close in fish, Boomer, Colton. Sweetback. Rainer Bud, Lucky, Chatter, Fauna, Eugene, Jones, French. Vesta, I knew Vesta was here. Okay, so Phoebe is not on this list, which means we'll have to wait for her eventually. Vesta. Yeah, that's fine. Imagine you become roommates with someone and your entire house just gets destroyed, is what this is? Damn. Yay! I'm gonna redesign their house, yeah. This is perfect. I love these two together. It's just because they happen to live in the same town on my GameCube. I feel like I'd be okay if I had Vesta move out of my town then, if she's gonna live here with Eunice. You're both normal sheep villagers, so why not? Yay! Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna redesign their house. I might even just make this its own video, like cut this up and then do that. I think that could be fun. Oh, Nico has little earmuffs. Alright, we're gonna go all in on customizing. I might even make this like a separate thing. Oh, there's more house options. You get all of the house options. You can even make like a little island bungalow. That's awesome. But yeah, we're going with the log cabin. Wherever the log cabin is. Yeah! We're basically recreating her house. Pretty much. I like the green door. I don't want this grill. I want, no. I like the green. What am I gonna give you guys? We don't live in my town anymore, so you're not legally required to have a shell wreath. Could be a mushroom wreath. It's like a winter forest. I like the one that's just fish. I find it super funny. Yeah, like little winter cabin. Cute. You know, I'm fine with them right by the water. I think I'm okay with this property. What season do I, yeah. I like to think of it as like maybe somewhere around here. Yeah. I like that you can be so picky with the time of day. That's crazy. You can even make it rain or snow. Or is this snow? Or no, this is nighttime. Damn, I thought this was gonna be snow. I was so oh wait. Oh no, it is winter. Okay, never mind. I just think I made it like cloudy or something. This is also gonna just take me a while. Yeah, I want it there. Birthday table, aw. They're recommending me all kinds of stuff. I just want to see if there's anything I want to put outside. Nope, okay. Alright, I guess this is it, maybe? There's like a little snow thing I could put. Where's the snow furniture? I think that would be kind of fun to have out here. And then the inside could be like a warm cabin. Except I don't really have any of the snow villagers, I mean snow stuff. If I ever have a penguin move into town, then I'd probably unlock a bunch of those. We had like the snow bed, we don't have any snow chair. Oh wait, we do. We have two little frozen chairs. I just thought that'd be kind of funny to have outside. Like they live in an area that's so cold that their furniture is made of ice. Which you'll probably see me do for some of the penguin villagers. I'll probably all make them go in the snow or something. Okay, let's go inside the house. Is the inside to change then? Or is it just the second floor thing? Okay, yeah, this is pretty much what I expected. Okay, this is very simple actually. I feel like I should probably even just recreate Vesta's home at this point. I kind of want to. I wish I had a picture of it or something, but that's okay. Oh, we're gonna need a bigger bed. I'm gonna give them one bed. And it's gonna be a giant bed, and then they get to be snuggly and warm inside that bed. I'm gonna give them the little antique bed. And this one also works. I can see why I picked it. We're gonna first off make this room bigger. This is gonna be their main room. Maybe this will be like a little hangout room actually. We could make their bedroom upstairs. I think that would work fine. But it could be like kitchen and hangout room, activity room, I think would be kind of fun. So we could give them some big tables for their activities. They can have like little separate areas. So we can have like the little sewing area, like I had mentioned, and then the little, we can give them like a full kitchen down here, I think would be lovely. The stove is just to kind of keep them warm. And you can have a little place to eat, and then you could have your little activity area, I think would be cool. Now we need to give you some little chairs. You can't sit in a rocking chair, but I like the idea of a rocking chair. You would probably have a gas range. And you could have like, oh my gosh, a little ranch cupboard would be perfect actually. I think we're gonna move this a bit. I might just even make this its own video just because I'm gonna get like way too into this for now. You know what, I'll switch this. I think I want it where it can go actually over here, like it's a whole little like kitchen corner, I guess. And then you could have like little twin things. I like the dark wood. I feel like it makes me think more cozy cabin a little bit. And then you need somewhere to sit. Would you guys have a guitar? I feel like you guys wouldn't have a guitar or a piano. Actually, the piano, maybe. Let me see what that looks like. You have no reaction to that piano. No. Not music. You will have this. I think this could be like a fireplace, but I'll put this over here, just keeping the kitchen warm. Just anywhere to keep any of this warm. You would have a cat tower. You would have the cat tower upstairs, actually. I'm gonna put some of this stuff upstairs. I feel like that'll make things easier. So this will be like their kitchen plus activities room, and they'll have a room upstairs. And that one could be a little more cozy. Yoga mat? Yeah, you could have a yoga mat. I'll give you guys both a yoga mat. Oh. If you get into design mode. We're gonna have a big room. There you go. That might be a little too big, actually. You know what? No, I like the 8x, or whatever. No, what was it again? The 8x6? I like that format. I think that's nice. There's these. You could have a little Christmas tree downstairs, sure. You guys could have a puppy downstairs. Okay. You could have a TV up here. I think that's allowed. And a little, like, tapestry. Yeah, that painting sounds nice. I like putting art above the doors. There's something about that. I feel like they could have a TV. Like, yeah, they live in a little cabin, but they deserve a TV. Oh my gosh, having both of your photos as posters is so funny to me. Yeah. That could be your main decoration. Why not? And then a little TV or something. We could put some of these in the corner over here. Oh my gosh, that bear is gigantic. I don't even own a bear that gigantic. You can have like a little yoga place up here. Just kind of like to chill, to hang out. This could go in the corner. And you guys can have a little cat plushie, but I don't know why that's not showing up in here. And you can have your bed, nice and cozy. Little cozy bed. You can have the fire thing up here, wherever that is. Where is the, could have an antique vanity there, so sounds kind of nice, like something they could have. I could see them owning like a lot of the antique stuff and having at least one bookcase up here. Sounds about right. Where is the antique wardrobe? Yeah, big ass antique wardrobe. Perfect. I guess we're not recreating Vesta's house, but we're just making like a little cabin. And this is just for now. Okay, maybe this would be a little bit bigger then. Okay. Not that way. Not that way. I'm not happy with that. Maximum way this way. Yeah, I guess that works. Okay, so we can have this, and you can have this, and we're gonna move that TV over on this wall somewhere. We can just put the TV over here. It doesn't really matter. I feel like they wouldn't have photos of themselves directly, like, visible, but something like this I think could work. I think this could go by the bed. I like the idea of the yoga mat and the, they'd have at least two bookcases, who am I kidding, in their little cat tower. The yoga mat being by the TV, I feel like feels right. They can both do yoga here. I'm gonna give them two yoga mats. Can I color these? Yeah. I feel like I don't associate them with purple. I feel like one of them can have a brown one, and then one of them can have like a white one. Yeah. Or Eunice is more like blue, but I feel like that fits. What else was I gonna have up here? I feel like they'd actually have a retro TV and not like a regular TV. I feel like that just fits with the vibe I'm going for. So by TV, we're gonna put like a little retro TV in the corner where they do their yoga. They just watch TV here. It would be funny if their TV was like hidden by their bears, actually. Just something about that. I want the cat plushie. I feel like if they had instruments, I could see it being a guitar or something. We don't need to make anything too fancy. Or I'm actually gonna give them a, where's the plushies? Where's the baby bear? Oh, I don't have baby bear unlocked? I'm surprised. Okay, I feel like they'd have a bird. No, you can't have a bird and a cat in the same. I'm not doing that. Oh my gosh, you could have the little Aries rocking chair because they're sheep. Oh my gosh, yes. Okay. Let me see what else. It's kind of helping me kind of just scroll through here just a little bit. Oh, the little snowman would have been perfect for outside, but they wanted a little Christmas tree. I think I saw that somewhere, so I'm just gonna give them a Christmas tree. The snowman I might just put outside. I feel like that sounds about right. Where the heck is the... I'm gonna give them tea, actually. I feel like they'd have, like, mugs. I feel like they'd have mom mugs of food. But they also would own a tea set. I don't feel like they'd have a fancy one, but I feel like they'd have this. No, they'd have the mom's cozy. They would absolutely have the mom's cozy. I just need to give them like a table for that later. We're gonna give you a little pet bowl for your cat that I'm trying to locate. I promise I'm trying to locate your cat. I just can't freaking find it. All the technology and all the fun stuff is like hidden down here. They would have a phonograph, I believe. Not with that song, but yeah, they would have a They would absolutely have like a stack of books just lying around somewhere. The sewing project stuff I think I'd put downstairs for them, including the mom's pens. Yeah, that would go downstairs. Where is the damn, oh, there's the plushies. Oh my gosh, it takes like so far to find. Where is the cat plushie? Oh, here it is. Yeah, you guys would have a cat plushie. You guys would have like several cats actually, is my belief. You would even if they looked like this, you would give them food and you would give them a cat tower or something. You'd have the cats and they would just kind of loaf around and hang out. Absolutely. You're gonna have, what kind of cat are you gonna have? I could see them having like a gray tabby or something. I'm gonna have a couple of cats, just because I want to mess with the cat plushies. I think they're fun. I could see them having a white cat as well, yeah. Maybe, nah, like a white cat, yeah. Yeah, this feels about right to me. You'd have a cat and you'd have a little table and it would have your books and things. You would absolutely have a snow globe. It could go on top of like here. No, it wouldn't go on top of there, but that's where I feel like putting it. You need a table now. You need like a little table. You need for your upstairs. Oh, that looks pretty actually. I could see that being for their upstairs actually. I think I'm gonna flip the direction for that. And you would have a rug. You would absolutely have a rug up here. What kind of rug would you have? That would be nice for your tree actually. I could see that. And then you have, I could see them having that for this. Maybe not this exact rug. Maybe that would go downstairs. Really? It's too big? Okay, let me see if I put it over here. Oh, that rug just straight up doesn't fit anywhere. We can move your Christmas tree then. I think that's okay if we move it a little bit. I feel like you would have this. Yeah, that feels nice. Okay. Your Christmas tree can go in the corner somewhere. You'd have like your little books, and you'd have your little personal area for tea upstairs somewhere. You have a Nordic table perfect for your little tea and whatever. Would they have yoga? You know what, I think they would have matching yoga mats actually. I feel like that sounds about right. And you'd have music on. Wouldn't probably be this music, but you'd have music and you'd have like a TV somewhere. I could see the TV being downstairs actually, but the Christmas tree I feel like would be in here. Just somewhere. Maybe it'd be by the bears or something. And this is like subject to change. I feel like a rocking chair in here, but just one. You're gonna have to fight for the rocking chair actually, that's what I've decided. And we need to make this kind of just match dark wood. Yeah, you would have fabric. You would absolutely not have it be... Yeah, perfect. That's exactly what I had in mind. You would cover these tables. The snow globe, in that case, could go... I could see them having like the tea downstairs as well, so we're gonna just have the snow globe here. I like the idea of the snow globe here. And then these need to be moved just a tad, just a tad. The cat thing I think would go in the corner by the bookshelf, and the cat things, you would have a cat bowl, and then these. I think that's perfect. I actually really like this, and with the idea of making them roommates, your cats would just kind of loaf around. Yeah, I think I like this, that they would just have like a little private library up here and just kind of like a place to hang out. I think the yoga does feel right. I think I want to move their posters a bit though. Would it be weird if they had their posters over their bed or something? Or no, yeah, I actually do. No, I don't think it would be posters. I think it would be their photos. I think their photos would be up on here somewhere. Is there photos anywhere around? Yeah, okay, they are. Perfect. This is also just a great way to get their photos unlocked somewhere, or their posters. It's perfect. I think it wouldn't have this frame. What would it have? Actually, yeah, natural wood. I don't think they wouldn't have it in gold or silver. They wouldn't have it in, yeah, just in wood. That's fine. And I think they would have the tapestry. I think the tapestry would go over their bed. Would it be this exact pattern for the tapestry? Let's see. No, it would absolutely be one of the other ones. Yeah, it could be snow. I could see them having the animal and maybe the flowers. The fairy tale would be cute. I can see it being like the snow one as well. Yeah, that feels right to me. I think I'm gonna move this down a little bit. Just what I'm thinking, and this can be moved. It would not be Space KK. Now I just need them to have like a wallpaper that looks nice. No, this stained glass one makes me think more like kitchen, but I feel like this green one for their little library section or whatever, I think that would look nice. Yeah, and then I just really like that. I do not feel brick wall. No, stone wall, common wall. Cabin wall. Ooh, cabin wall would be good. I think I like the idea of the bottom floor having all of the windows and having like they can watch the snow, and then their bedroom could be like the cabin wall, and that when their bedroom not having windows and just being this, I think kind of works nicely. I feel like this common one would be good for downstairs. Yeah, I think I'm okay with this. And they'd have little sweater. Oh, they would absolutely have little sweaters somewhere. We could put those on the wall, actually. You can hang up a couple outfits. I like having the thing of villagers having outfits. And I like how the game understands my vision and is like, they would absolutely have little matching sweaters or something. That would be very cute. I'll give them different ones, though. I'll give them, I think, the reindeers. I love that Vesta specifically loves the sweaters. Where's the other sweater? Actually, I think I'm fine with the sweaters like this. I find it kind of funny. Actually, can I raise them a little? Yeah. Yeah. Sweater dress. I didn't even know that was like a thing. I could see that being a thing. We could have like a couple of outfits. I think we could put those downstairs with the sewing stuff, actually. Oh, Space KK is one of their favorites. I think, what does 2 days ago sound like for this? Because I could see why Space KK. This feels... their bedroom having something like this, their bedroom being kind of a little more... No, I could see this being the music for downstairs with the snowy theme. I really like KK Bashman. I think it's good. No, that's too fancy. Jazz? No. Yeah, I feel like swing would be downstairs or something. Just to kind of chill. Would they have something like Only Me? Maybe. Where's the animal forest life? Yeah, something about this feels right. But I'll put KK Swing downstairs, maybe. Okay, so some of this furniture, well, I'm gonna put the snowman outside. I feel like they would totally have the little snowman. That's why it's nice with the history and it's so long of like, here's everything you put outside. And that's perfect. We're gonna put that like right here. Oh, beautiful. They would totally have a snowman. Wait, you can customize the snowman? Oh, I didn't know that. That's so cool. Oh, they absolutely would have a snow person. They would have 2 snow people that are like this. Yeah, they would. I want to put a 3rd one though. Well, I guess I'm unlocking these. Maybe to order. I don't really remember. Wait, no. I'm gonna put these 2 over here. They're chilling in the back. So you can have a second Christmas tree out here. I like how one of them's always shocked and one of them's at like Christmas and the other one's like, yay, Christmas. I was gonna say maybe they do yoga out here, but no, that sounds like it would be too cold. Okay, we can do the inside now. I feel good about this. I don't think they'd have flowers because they live in this like snowy forest by the lake. They get lakeside property. They're some of my favorite villagers. Just these 2 little sheeps that live together as roommates and they do cozy things. Oh, they have little purses, little fox fur bags. Aw. Okay, I think some of this stuff could be sweaters and things that they... No, not the pom-pom sweater, but the heart sweater. Yeah, their little sewing area and stuff. They'd have various things. I mean, that's how I think their houses are themed anyway, if I remember correctly. So they'd have like their little snowing corner, and they'd have their little... I'm gonna recreate the fire thing. But they have their library upstairs, so I don't feel like I need to bring that down. I think they would have this, and they would have, I think they would have a tapestry of some kind. I think maybe this could be the snow one. Yeah. Yeah, maybe they'd have it above the window or something. What other stuff was I gonna use? I think they would have a second one of these. I'm just not feeling Space KK. Where is your fireplace? Is it one of the things in here, actually? I think they would have something like this. And probably this deer thing, too. Oh, definitely something like this. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to put the clock upstairs. I feel like they'd have the clock upstairs. I feel like this would go downstairs somewhere, probably by, like, the front of the door or something. I think the deer thing could be above. Here, can I customize this? Does it have to be a deer? Oh, it's always a deer. Okay. Ooh, ivory. Gosh, I think natural works fine. I think this could go in front of their door. And I feel like on the, this, you know, I'm glad it's not an actual deer head, or else that would be kind of concerning, you know. I think we can put this up here. Would they have this downstairs? No, I'm not feeling it. I think it would go upstairs. I think these could go on their little walls, like these in-between spaces. They'd have like a couple of them in their little craft corner and stuff. I think, yeah, the bird feels about right. Maybe the flowers. Yeah, the fairy tale. We just have like a couple of these around somewhere. Yeah, flowers. I love that there's a button to duplicate stuff, by the way. I think that feels so right. Maybe not the bouquet. I feel like the girl... No, trees. Yeah, that looks cute. I I think this can go a little higher so it looks like it's part of that, like it's hanging off the window thing. Yeah, I love that little gap because you could put tiny stuff like this. That's perfect. So I feel like they'd have a TV. Maybe their TV would go in this kitchen or something. They just need like little chairs. I think the clock I want to put upstairs. Let me finish with the top decorations. Damn, this is like 2.5 hours. But yeah, I think I'll cut it into 2 videos. I think this will be its own video because I'm getting like way too excited about this. I think, yeah, they'd have a clock. The clock could go by their bed or something. I feel like they'd also have one downstairs too. I just feel like there would be a clock up here somewhere. Or no. Trees bounty. I feel like their clock could maybe go like over here or something. They can like keep an eye on the time. Or maybe, yeah, we could put 2 of the paintings over here. I feel like that would be fine, that they'd have that. I think sunflowers is an interesting choice. I think that could work though. But the tree bounty mobile, oh, she really likes that. I just see her clapping and she's like, yay! Yeah, that would go here. We don't need multiple. I think it would go like that, and then how do you customize that? Let's see. I mean, like, into what? Oh, it's just the nut color. Yeah. No, I feel like this would be the reverse, actually. I feel like this one would be brown, and this one would be, like, white or something. Yeah. I just like the idea of that over the bed. I like this room. I think this is cute. I think the song works. I think I'd put KK Swing up here, actually, where they like reading and stuff. Where's KK Swing? I don't even know if I'd go to the 2nd floor. That's why half the time I don't build villagers' 2nd floors. Where's KK Swing? I love that it's that one Benny Goodman cover. I'd seen it before. It was before I originally got KK Swing, and then I saw it and I'm like, I know what this is a reference to. I feel like Space KK sort of works, but I'm just not feeling the vibe of it. But I feel like the Animal Crossing theme. Also, I do love the one for the city is exactly the city. I love that so much that they kept it. And the fact that it's just called Animal City. It's so nostalgic, but Forest Life is as well of the theme of the I'm just kind of playing around. I think their dinner table, I think they would have a table like this. I think they would have a big table. I need, oh, there's Baby Bear. I was wondering where the heck you were. Hold up, we have to keep going back upstairs. I keep seeing things in their inventory and I'm like, I can do stuff with this for sure. Baby Bear. Yeah, I wanted to finish the bear family. I'm like, where's the bear? The bears, oh, no, you're facing the wrong way, sir. The bears, yeah. The bears, I don't know. I love that there's ones that have little patterns. I think that's adorable. I like this caramel mocha. I think it looks nice. What other colors do we have? Oh, I could make them all like caramel mocha. That actually looks cute. I do like the cream though. It's like a little family of these little brown bears. I think the puppy could be downstairs. I feel like with their dolly, they would absolutely have a dolly. I feel like the dolly would be like a treasured item that would be up here somewhere. So I think I'm gonna actually move their photos downstairs on like a table or something. I feel like the dolly would just be like a treasured thing though. Would it be the red dolly? Pink dolly? I like the black dolly. The pink dolly having pink hair is funny to me. I could see it being the red dolly. I think the doll is so cute because like I saw the one in City Folk where it was like really big. But yeah, this dolly. Let me see the dolly game. They're not gonna let me see the dolly. I like the little outfit. It's just really hard for me to look at the red one specifically because I keep associating it with that one horror village in New Leaf. Okay, I think they're photos. Here, I think I'll put these on the wall and it would be like things that they have made. I think that would work well. Like it's their little crafting corner where they make stuff. And I could see them having art things as well. Or the decor duck or something. I think the clothing, yeah, some of their clothing would be here of like things they have made for sure. I think this could go in the corner. I like the idea of the TV being here because then it's like they're sitting to eat and they can watch the TV. Or maybe the TV could go over here actually. It could be in like part of their kitchen. And then this keeps them nice and toasty. They will have a fireplace in this room, of course. I'm not going to move it otherwise. But I think with their photos, I think they could have the littler table. What is it? This one? I like how it's even the exact same customization with games like, hey, if you want this exact customization, here you go. I could see this being by the door, like this, and it would have their photos just there, just as like a nice little decoration. I wish you could put their photos on the wall. I mean, I know there's the posters, but that's not the vibe I'm trying to go for. And they would absolutely have this clock. Oh, it was the thingy I wanted upstairs. That's right. Yeah, you would have a clock. I think it could go in the kitchen or something. I could see that of like this like little cuckoo clock. Okay, so I have to go run back upstairs. I think I will change that carpet, but I could see the reason I have it of wanting a carpet, wanting it to be kind of cozy. But I feel like they would. I feel like upstairs would be their little like corkboard of memories or whatever. Would it be on the wall by their books though? No, I like the books being there. They already have a lot on that other wall. I think this wall. I feel like they just have a lot of things on their wall. Oh no, not the. We already have the cuckoo clock. What was? Oh, it was this. It was their corkboard of memories. I feel like they'd have like a scrapbook or something that would also be somewhere. I know that's an item. I just did one of those. It would be natural. I think it could be blue or something. So it could be fish. It could be flower. It's gonna be apple, I think. Maybe no. It could be flower. Their little corkboard of memories over here. While they're doing their yoga, they can like look at it. Where is the scrapbook actually? I know that's a thing. I swear I remember that. Oh, it's this. It's this exact scrapbook. Would they have their scrapbook upstairs? I think so. I think they could. I think they could have their scrapbook here in their little like reading room. In fact, I think what I will do is I will put their scrapbook here. Like they're reading it and they have their little tea. I think... No, that's not what I wanted. This. There we go. You have to like kind of aim it weird. I think I could see their dolly and their snow globe being up there, like a prize snow globe. Yeah, this feels nice with KK Swing. I could imagine it of you sit on the chair and there's their stuff and everything and it, hold on, let me move this cat out of the way. There, you sit on the chair and you're there. I mean, I only gave one of them a chair. I feel like I need a second chair. I think I could put it on the other side of the table. Like one person is drinking tea, one person is doing the other stuff. I feel like having this book stack is kind of nice. I could probably keep that by the... No, they would not be this messy. They have their libraries. They would put it back. But at the same time, I feel like the book stack kind of feels right. Unless the book stack was like... Instead of the scrapbook, if the book stack was on here of like they have their... No, they would never stack their books like this. This is all just like the headcanons of like these two sheep for me. Book stands would be nice. It could just be an open book as well, but I feel like the scrapbook specifically, I feel like fits. And then they'd have this for their fire, and they'd have their little crafting stuff downstairs. They would have an owl clock, I feel like. The radio also feels like a nice vibe. Can I put it in here somewhere? I don't think it would be in their bedroom. I think it would be downstairs somewhere. This is nice. I really like this area. I feel like the carpet kind of ties this corner. I love just making little corners where villagers like have a little spot to hang out and then their bed somewhere, or putting like a carpet under their bed. I think of like if it was me designing like my hypothetical little house or something, if I was the villager and like you'd want somewhere kind of cozy for your toesies, that sort of thing. Cozy for your toesies. I think I want this radio off. Turn off. But I like the idea of the radio, so I feel like they would have it in their kitchen. I could see their radio even being like here or something. Or no, it would not be in that. This could be like here. I know it's like a weird place for a radio, but I feel like it would be there and they would turn it on. And their little clock. Would they have a clock? I feel like their clock could... I feel like I could see them having multiple clocks. Like if they had a second table. I'm going to make a second table just for the clock because I just feel that way about it. And they have their little clock. And no, their brooms would not be touching their clock. It could be like over here or something. Like they can just clean it. That feels right. So they'd have that, and they'd have oh, famed photo. Yeah, I feel like that fits. Or maybe they'd have like this little wooden decoy duck I could see. Someone liked it. I just heard that. I heard the noise of the little ding, and I'm like, okay, someone is a fan of the decoy duck. We'll put it in the kitchen actually. But I feel like these lilies. I saw these lilies and I thought, yeah, that feels right. I'm gonna switch them actually. Yeah, I'm glad they're approving. That makes me glad. Ooh, that looks cool, but no. I like that thing. I think we can get rid of this. I think they can have their stuff on the floor. I know it sounds like a little weird. I'm gonna give them every sewing ability known to mankind. Sewing machine, a box, just everything. Everything. They give me firewood, but they don't give me a fireplace. It's just like, ah. But I do like that they already give food options. I feel like having food options adds like so much with this game. Well, we gave them tea upstairs. I feel like they would have a big soup pot actually. Oh, absolutely, they would have soups. They have so much freaking soup everywhere. I feel like they'd have a second one of these actually just for more freaking soup. Like they have a little stove to make soup, and then they have the soup kettle on the stove. Or maybe not the giant bowl of soup, but the stew pot, because they're already making soup, but I feel like the kettle absolutely. These are making me hungry. I actually haven't had lunch. It's already noon. Pumpkin soup, or pumpkins always makes me think of Twilight Princess though. Sea bass pie. Oh, apple pie, absolutely. Yeah, minced soup, that feels about right. That's what you're dining on, ladies. We're gonna put this in the corner. I don't know if I'll give them exactly rocking chairs, but I really like the look, so we have to make them rocking chairs that are facing like this. I'm kind of just putting this stuff here for now, and they need little chairs, not rocking chairs. Rocking chairs would not be for supper, but oh, okay, there it is. Perfect. They're giving me so many options. You know what? I didn't even think of giving them a bathtub, actually. That would be kind of smart. Would it be a compact kitchen instead, actually? Yeah. I think they'd have at least one. So let's put this back here, which is nice. And I can put more things on top of the fireplace. I might even just put the snow globe. Yeah, I'll put the snow globe from upstairs, actually. I'm trying to make things even of like what I have upstairs and what I have downstairs. We're gonna get the snow globe. I'm gonna put this dolly. I think just the dolly. Maybe 2 dollies actually. We have the dolly can have a friend. Everyone has a friend in this house. What if I make it their colors actually? I wish there was a dark blue. What if I just start making things their colors? Yeah. Or she's more like a cream, but there's not like a cream option. Yeah, the snow globe would go downstairs. I like this with these other rocking chairs, and they sit there. Like I feel like in my head, normal sheep villagers like this, or ones that give this vibe, I think of like 2 old ladies that live together. I don't view them as old ladies. I don't know, maybe like middle-aged or younger or something. I don't view them specifically as old ladies. This just feels right. I really like how much stuff I have in here. I like their little kitchen and everything. This feels cute. I think I want to move there. Oh, that's how I had it. I think that's a nice photo. I like the way the bed is and everything. I do like the bed in this room. It looks of a bed in the room. I think we need a different. I just love this wallpaper so much. Oh, no. I got this completely wrong. They would not have it as little tables here. They would have it as these things. I did not mess up. I have seen the air. This is kind of the vibe I was trying to go for. This is perfect rather than just having these extra tables. The tables are nice, but no. Okay, this one, I think I want it to be brown. I just really like all the browns. Actually, the ash is kind of nice. Yeah. And they would have these as like their. Oh damn! You can't put both the things up here. But the clock. Oh wait, I can. I think. No. It's a pick and choose. It's a pick and choose between the lilies and this thing that keeps getting in my way that they would. I feel like they would totally have. and the clock. I like the clock. I know they have that clock, but I feel like they would have this clock. Look at Vesta's little smile. I think the lilies are nice. Why can't I just put the lilies here then? I could do that. It's a bit busy of a table, but like, hey, that's why it has 4 spaces. You have the candle, you have the lilies. We're setting the vibe. Or unless I had 2 tables. They could just have 2 tables, and that could work, actually. What's with all the baby stuff, though? Are they gonna have a baby? Do I just give them a baby at this point? I could give them a baby. They could have a baby. Where does baby live? Baby lives upstairs with them. Yeah, fuck it. Let's give them a baby. Baby lives in the corner over here. Baby. Or maybe the baby bed and the strollers for their cats or something. Baby. Oh, there's a little bear in the stroller. Yeah, that fits. There's a blue one, there's a pink one, there's a little yellow one. I like the little yellow one. I think it's cute. Baby has a baby bed. No, not the gray one. The little white one's fine. Or it could be the dark wood. No. Beige, pink. Never given a baby I've never given anyone a baby in Animal Crossing, but the game's like, hey, why don't you give them a baby? Here's baby furniture. And I'm like, you know what? Sure, game, I'll give them a baby. Why not? It's these 2 sheeps and their baby. That fits. That case a little... Oh, yeah, that would justify the rocking horse. Maybe they would have the owl clock somewhere here then. I feel like I don't have enough tables. So there's 3 cats. They potentially have a dog and a birdcage downstairs, and there's baby. That works, I think. This is kind of a lot. Would they still have yoga mats then? Am I still feeling the yoga mats? I feel like maybe they do yoga. Maybe the yoga would be over here. No, I'll make them do yoga outside, actually. I think that would be fine. We could have this, and they already have the toys. I feel like this is kind of cute anyway. What do we have? Oh, there's the little colorful one. White, pastel, blue. Whoa, pop is cool. Pop is fun. Would it be pastel? No. Pastel looks awkward in a place like this. Natural. I'm gonna put their yoga mats outside. But yeah, now they have baby. I just really like the positioning of those cats. I'm so glad they brought those cats, because I feel bad for cat owners where it's like you would have furniture, you would have dog plushie, so you could have dog, you can't have cat, and that sounds like it sucks. I feel bad for cat owners, but now you have cat plushie. Because I feel like not every villager would own a dog. Like, yeah, okay, ignoring their animals, if you treat them like humans, hypothetically, hypothetical humans here, not all of them, I feel like, would own a dog. I feel like some of them would own a cat. Not that those are your only pet choices in the world, but you know what? Yeah, why the heck not? They do yoga outside in the freezing cold. I mean, hey, they're sheeps. They have their wool for a reason. They do yoga out here. Okay, let's go back inside then. But I love their little cabin. I feel like the cabin for Vesta, or just the winter cabin on my like summer themed island, doesn't fit. But I feel like if I give her the bestest house in the world where she just lives here with Eunice, because it's not like the DLC is going away or something, because I've already bought it and stuff. I feel like if I put my heart and soul into this, I will feel better about it. What are the decorative plate options again? I feel like it's a little hard to see. There we go. Ooh, mountain, flowers, bird, monochrome flower design, floral. Ooh, I like that sepia floral. Pomegranates. Okay. I feel like flowers could work. We already gave them their snow globe upstairs. Wait. Did we give them their snow globe? I have to keep checking this. This is the most important house in the world to me. Do you have a snow globe somewhere? You do not have a snow globe. I got rid of snow globe. Okay. I have thought of something though. We are going to make this. We're going to make another one. And we're going to put it over baby. It's going to be baby's mobile. In that case, we're going to put this over here. Their little scrapbook thing. Or maybe we could put it above the window actually. That would be kind of cute. We're going to have the baby thing over the... We're not gonna have baby bed by the thing though. We're gonna switch this. There's the stroller. Or maybe the stroller would be downstairs. So there's baby stroller. Cause yeah, if you're gonna have baby, then you'd have baby strollers somewhere. I feel like this is kind of fancy. It could go downstairs, or maybe it would go. Maybe I will just put it here. I like it. And there's the 3 little bears. Maybe baby's stroller goes in the corner. Oh my gosh, that actually looks really. Oh, because wait. Let me. Move character. Move. Go. Okay, we need to reposition the camera. Yeah. Look. It's Papa Bear, and it's Mama Bear, and it's Baby Bear, and then it's Baby Bear. I wanted to complete that so bad I couldn't keep. Oh wait, I want to try that again. Papa Bear, and Mama Bear, and Baby Bear, and Baby Bear. Perfect. Okay, I got it right this time. That's what I wanted. Yeah, I love that. That's cute. They have their stroller and they have babies. They have the baby. They have the place for baby, and you have your little thing. And maybe I put it. I like the idea of it just out on the floor. Maybe it could go here. Actually, it's kind of. I normally try not to do this, but I feel like it kind of works. I wish you could stack rugs. I know that's. Wait. Can I stack rugs? Can that actually work? Can I have it in their thing? No! Game! Why? Okay. Putting the cats back. The cats are important to this corner to me. Can I okay, you can customize like freaking everything in this game. It's wonderful. I'm gonna make it white. No. I'm gonna make it pink. No. I'm gonna make it white. I mean, I could just have it. I honestly could, where they have their Christmas tree in their living room area. But I just really like this look of this white thing and then the tree underneath. I think is kind of cute. Like it's its own little corner. But we have baby. And we have baby stuff. We have baby's horse. I like that. I think this is okay. I need this room to be just like a little bigger though. Oh wait, I can. I can. Okay, we have to move everything. And it blocks the window. That's okay. They don't need multiple windows. We have to readjust everything, but I don't care. I need to get this room right in my mind. I like the idea of it here, actually, like on the edge of the blanket and or the rug. You get what I'm trying to say. Or actually, what if I have it where this is inaccessible and it's just like right here or something? I actually kind of like that. I think we're gonna have to move some things around, but I feel like that kind of fits. That actually could have just been a fine option. I think the tapestry above the wall, I think, yeah, that works. Let's see. I do kind of like that. Like above the bed. I feel like that just looks right. And I know with this, but it's gonna be for baby now. And we're gonna move this, and we're gonna just make it its own little area and stuff. We're gonna have to move this stuff on the wall. That's okay. They have their like sweater collection or whatever. It's cute. This was actually an accident of putting them like this, but I kind of like it rather than just having it like straight on. And then they have this, and I want to give them a second rug. Can I make a duplicate of this rug? Oh my gosh, I can. It does look kind of weird with the space. Wait, can I cover that? Oh, I can. So it's just one big area. I kind of like that actually, because I did want to make it its like little area, but I kind of like the look of that. What happens if I move it this way? Does it just become like one rug? No. Yeah, but I kind of like this. It's like its own little corner, and then it continues as a corner. Or maybe I just make it like a rug, a different rug. Let me see. What are my rug options here, game? So I was gonna put a rug downstairs anyway. What about this rug? Oh, that is nice, actually. I have to like test all these out now. I like this rug as well. I feel like this would be a good rug for downstairs. I feel like it kind of makes things pop. But I have a soft spot for this brown rug. It's like a little smaller. No, I think that would go good downstairs somewhere. I think we're gonna go with the 5x5 rather than the 4x4. And this is also cute. Ooh, that actually looks kind of cozy. Yeah, so we're gonna have like 2 separate rugs right here. The rest of the room, I think we'll just not have a rug. I think this is fine. It's like a little weird, but I feel like it works. It kind of separates the 2 areas a bit where it's not really as noticeable of like, hey, where's the spacing on the floor for these 2 rugs? So I think this is good. I think this is nice. You have this little area. Does baby live in here actually? I'm trying to think. Does baby want to live in here? Would baby, it's a very small space. Would baby live in here? Because if baby lives in here, then what is this corner for then? I think baby could have its own little area by the little music area. I think it fits because then you have these like plushies and stuff. Yeah, and this could be like the area for the 2 sheeps. I didn't think I'd go into this today creating an entire family. I saw Eunice and then I wanted to make her roommates with Vesta, and that's how this whole thing started. I think this could have it. Oh, that's cute. That's really cute actually. Damn, okay. I don't really like this window. I mean, I could just move things around actually. I could just make it, I think I want to make it that this is like the little living area and this is like the bedroom, and then this is like the little area for baby in that sense. Okay, and then this could be sort of in the middle-ish. Yeah, okay, and it's like 4 quadrants. Okay, I'm gonna have to shift everything around again. Lovely. Okay. Here, let's just move these to the corner. This is gonna be so long, but that's okay. I like the music. I feel like KK Swing was a good choice in here. It just felt right for what I was going for. Okay, so this gets moved, and this could even be downstairs. I don't know. I like that look with the Christmas tree. Okay, so I basically have to mirror this area. I mean, it just feels a little weird of like you walk in and then there's your bedroom, but I feel like this window is bothered. Oh, wait, I can just get rid of the window though, right? Oh, wait, I can. Yeah, okay, I feel like the window is throwing me off. Okay, never mind. Yeah, because I like with bedrooms, when I'm designing these in Animal Crossings, having them be away from the door. It's like a little private area, right? Like you have your little living room, library situation, and then you have the little bedroom area, and then you have this like corner area for baby, and that works. Okay, that's fine. It's like half for baby, half like go kind of relax and do other stuff that's not like reading and whatever with your cats. So you have this area, and it kind of just extends out for baby, which isn't much. It's just kind of this, or maybe this could be not. It doesn't have to be baby corner now. It could just be for baby. Baby. There we go. Little space for baby. We could move this. We're gonna move this over here. I like that being there. I think actually that could just be part of the library now that I think about it. I think, yeah, I think I like that. Okay. I think we're gonna get rid of this. We're gonna make the clock go over here even. I think that's interesting. I don't think we need something above the door. I think if the clock's just there and you can have the 2 little art pieces, but I like the idea of this being here kind of to finish up the room in a sense. It's like its little corner where you read, you have a little cat thing, you have, I don't like how bright blue that bowl was. Let me change that. I'm not even asking anymore of like, wonder if I can change these. It's just, it gets changed. No, I think I actually want the pink one. There we go. We have like a little pop of color that's not brown, white, and beige, you know. That does make it stand out a bit, but I don't care. So you have a little area for baby. Can I have multiple horsies? I like the natural horsey, but I feel like I need something a little more fun. That's not so like classic. I think I want to move some of the bears. Use one of the bears. Just have it to be fun, like a fun little floral checkered. Yeah, I like something about this. I like to have a bear by the bed. I think that's what I originally had. So we have like the classic bears. We could do something fun for baby. It doesn't have to be so blah. I did like the cream. We could have them be kind of different colors. I do like this setup. I think it's cute. What was the original one for Papa Bear? I like this actually. Yeah, we could give like a little more color variety here. I like the idea of a bear by one of these things or something. Or maybe the bear is in here, maybe the bear... No, the bear... I like the idea of the bear by the bed. Something about that feels nice. And this is like their little... I don't know, maybe it's like a family heirloom type thing or whatever. That just feels right. I think this, we could give something... No, not colorful. Maybe white? Maybe, let me check something out. Maybe, I like pop. Baby could have a couple of options. It's all for baby. I also just really want the excuse to have like 3 of these. It's like a little silly, but I like that idea of baby having different options for these. Oh wait, I can make them look like they're running a little bit if I make them in like different positions. Let me kind of move them a little bit. Like the horsies are running by. This is the toy corner, which is funny because I saw with this there was the toy box, and now I'm like, okay. Oh, I like the idea of the birthday table. That is actually really cute. I could have something like that up here. I know that's like a little weird, but... Or the kotatsu. I like the kotatsu. I think we can put that in here somewhere. No idea what we put on top of it, but I like the idea of it. Oh my gosh, the high chair for baby. We have to put that downstairs. Yeah, we have to put that downstairs somewhere. There was a toy box. I saw there was a toy box somewhere. Ooh, a little cushion. That looks nice. Oh, I could put that for downstairs, actually. That would be cute. I feel like that frame photo is nice, too. I just don't have anywhere I want it. Does baby get the plushie? Baby gets the dog. They're gonna just coexist. What plushie does baby get? Wait, what's tricolored? Oh, that kind of reminds me of my dog. At least the front of it does a little bit. Baby's gonna get lemon and white. Baby's gonna have a puppy plushie, and the two sheepies are gonna get this. Yeah. And toy box. Why not? Yeah, we made a little toy corner. That was never going to be my intention here. I never would have thought, but I feel like it fits. And I like it. It feels like it would be something you'd have this for, like a fun little carpet, so baby doesn't. Oh, then baby has to play on the Baby has to play on there. No, baby's gotta play on the hard wooden floor, and everyone else gets a rug. No. Baby has a rug to play on. This is like way too many corners and rugs and things, but baby gets a play rug of some kind. But at the same time, I do really like the look of this one red rug and having it like this. I think that's very cute. I think it's okay. That could be baby's little play area, because if it's like baby, it's not going to be like crawling around if it's like in a crib. You could just plop it down. I think it's okay. Or maybe then we don't need a hardwood floor if we're covering half of the rugs. Maybe we could go for something a little softer. Let's see, are all of these just like wood? All of these are wood, yeah. I mean, only half the room's gonna be wood. It doesn't have to be wood. Is there like a carpet or something? I feel like the bedroom doesn't have to be. I know we're going for cabin, but I feel like it doesn't have to be wood. You know, it could be something else. It could be. At the same time, wood works so well. Man, there's so much flooring in Animal Crossing. It's crazy. That looks like it works. What is the sound does this make? I need to test it. That could work. That actually works nicely. If I cover everything with enough rugs, I feel like that could work. Didn't think I'd ever want this for their bedroom. It's really hard because I want something like that for the baby area, but not too... Oh my gosh. I'm just playing with these. You know, I could go with what I originally went with. Oh, this is actually really cute. What is the flooring for this? What the? It's 12:30. Why did that go off? I didn't get to see the bird. It feels like a hard floor, but it is very cute. It is very cute. I feel like it could work. It doesn't look so... It doesn't look like a hard wooden floor, and I think it gets it across. I could also just go with this. Remember, this is what I was originally going to have downstairs. That looks like it's playful enough. What is the material of this? It looks kind of... It looks kind of soft. Looks sort of fuzzy. This could work. This is what I originally had downstairs. This is hard for me to decide because it's only going to be half the room anyway that has this. It's like half of a cloud. But I also like this. I feel like it matches with the wooden thing, but it has like the cute little animals and the little squares and stuff. So it also goes with the brown theme I want. Unless I just don't make it a log cabin upstairs, I could just make it into a, where is it? No, this is a little too bright. I mean, yeah, it does kind of look a little more friendly, but it's kind of also a lot. I feel like the brown. I think I'm going to compromise because the cloud floor is super cute, but I feel like with the log, it still doesn't really work. I think what we will do, where are the floors? I think I'll go with the pom-pom pattern because it's like the brown and brown, which feels nice. It's just crazy. I have like half the room covered in rugs. I never normally design like this. Do I want the kotatsu still? Maybe I'll put this in the corner too. Maybe it's like over here somewhere actually. I really like this look of like the corners and stuff. I think I'll put this over here. I think that works out nicely. Do I want the kotatsu? I kind of do. It sounds like it would be cozy, because isn't it like you get snuggly? I've never been under one myself, but isn't it like you get kind of snuggly under there? And they also have the Christmas tree. I feel like the Christmas tree just sort of works. And I love the idea of it having its own little like carpet. Do I want to put that in the corner maybe? And the Christmas tree and then the kotatsu and then... Yeah, they need to be able to get underneath it. So maybe it would go here. That would be kind of nice actually. But then it also works as like, you know, you put stuff on top of it as well. Too bad there's no individual fruit. You could put the orange on there. Or maybe you put some of their stuff up here. Why not? What if they play board games up here? That could be kind of fun. I don't know if I'd want them to do like painting in here because there's whole like painting sets. I feel like it's too messy for painting up here. But I feel like if this was chill, of like they play board games and they have territory game. Oh boy, I had to play a lot of those as a kid. Kids game. Simple path game, yeah, that works. I like that this one has more complicated like cards. And then this one's easier. Territory. Path game. Would they have a sunset? They would probably light through the trees, snow. Castle. So what if I made it more snow? Like they live in snow and they make things of snow, but no, we can give them a break from snow. But yeah, I feel like this works. And then, yeah, you'd like stick your feet underneath the blankets. You wouldn't need cushions in that case. And then they have their little Christmas tree. I think the Christmas tree could go in the corner actually. And then the kotatsu could go like here. You know, this is so weird. This was going to be like a full area. It would probably just be this and then I would have run out of ideas. But I kind of like it a little bit. You have your 4 little quadrants. You have bedroom. You get to kind of just sleep on, which is cool. It's cozy. I like the bear there. And then this is my favorite, you know, as you know, of the, you get to sit with your scrapbook and the cats and you just kind of hang out and read here because they need a library. I'm not letting these 2 sheep not have some kind of form of library. And then they have baby, and baby has a little area. But I feel like it also works because I feel like those sheep would have like the little bears and things, or maybe like one of the rocking horse. You just kind of extend it a little bit, and that ended up actually almost perfectly being its own little quadrant. And then you have their little game area, because I did want something like this. But I could see them doing this in their like upstairs hangout room with the board games, the stuff, and the little Christmas tree I think is just kind of nice. And the floor works because it has like the cutesy mouse patterns and stuff. It's sort of themed around baby room, but it's also still brown. And yeah, it's like so bizarre to look at it all at once, and it's probably bad interior design or whatever, but I feel like it just with what I'm going for with their bedroom. This area, on the other hand, we're going to change the carpet. I don't want this carpet down here. I do like the idea of carpet down here, though. And I like that their little area could be a little smaller. Do I have any lights? Can I have forest? So I don't think they have anything upstairs. I like that you could just have an echo. Oh, that sounds so creepy, actually. I've never tried that before, but I think I can give them forest. I'll have no sound upstairs. They can just, like, chill. Or maybe I can make it, let me see. I think making it, what does the echo sound like? Oh, they're both enjoying that, actually. They look like they're enjoying that. Maybe it does echo. Maybe it's like a... What happens if I change it? Do they respond? It makes it a little spooky. Damn, I need to start designing horror places that have echoes. That's creepy. So I was gonna make it just this creaking. I don't really hear it. Oh wait, it feels like it sounds creepy. I kind of like that sound, but I feel like with this specific song it makes it sound creepy, and that is not my intention. This needs to be the opposite of creepy. Ooh, the rain sounds nice. I wish there was one that was like falling snow. I guess forest. You could probably hear it from the trees outside still, but I like that they listen in with their non-existent ears. And they're just together doing that. Yeah, I like this. This is good. They have their little sweaters. Like you can just hear the forest outside. Okay, they need little chairs or something. Let me look at the chairs. I scrolled through everything in the world right now. Chairs. I guess antique chairs work. Let me see. I've never seen a cool chair. Den chair. Does it feel like... Yeah, that does feel like it's from a den, actually. They wouldn't have... I don't think they'd have elegant chairs. I think it's like a bit too much for them. Log chair just doesn't look comfy. Actually, what is an imperial dining chair look like? Kind of. That could work, maybe. Nordic chair? Oh, they like that. They like that a lot. I guess I could do that for them. I feel like they would have chairs that have seats or something. I could see it being like triangles, maybe. And then they have their chairs, and their chairs go like this, and they get to sit at their dinner, but their TV is over here and they can't see it. In that case, let's move this way. Where do we move their TV then? Let's move this in. We could like really move this in. I think their TV could go in the corner maybe, or maybe their TV could go... They don't need a TV, I just liked the idea of a retro TV. And this keeps their... Yeah. That's nice. I mean, I know it's in like a really weird spot where you can't watch it. Or I could just put it here. That's kind of a lot here. Let me see if I move this. What we could do... Oh gosh, there's so many things. I wanted a whole activity thing, and now it's like... Where do I have the cushions at? Maybe you sit in a cushion and you just watch TV behind the fireplace. I know that's super weird, but... Here, let me move, because this is kind of small. And this is what compact would be for, right? Or maybe their ranch thing would be... How many spaces? Perfect, yeah. If it's compact for a reason. Here, we could start moving this stuff around. We could make it like a little corner in itself. Maybe we have a second gas range or something. Wait, where's baby chair? Wasn't baby chair? Baby chair. Yeah. They really like birthday table. Why do they like birthday tables so much? That is cute, actually. I do kind of like that, because this feels like a lot. You know what? Why don't we give them birthday table? Why the hell not? They like birthday table. They really like birthday table. I'm actually not a fan of this table. So we're just going to give you birthday table, and we're going to solve all our problems. You're still going to have soup and things around, but you're going to have birthday table. Yay! And you're going to have baby in there. Baby side chair. You know, I kind of like the... Where is it? I kind of like the yellow one, actually. I feel like it looks more a little... Natural wood. I think natural wood could work. Oh gosh, these feel too bright to me. Oh, I love that orange makes it spooky. I didn't even know you could customize this. Whoa, this is actually kind of cool. So you have like colorful, you have pink, you have blue, you have green, you have spooky, and then you have gorgeous, which just makes it look really shiny and gold. That could be good for like New Year's, but I think I'll go with colorful. I think that works. It's kind of weird, not what I expected for like cabin, but I'll go with it. Here's a little radio. I can see them having a radio on top of here. I think that could work nicely, actually. And their like prized plate or whatever. Yeah, their radio that doesn't work, but like we'll pretend in this it does. I think we're gonna get rid of this, and we're gonna put this. The pie is sitting here to cool, and they have their little soup that's cooking and stuff. They don't really need all of this, but I kind of like it if it like makes their little corner and whatever. And then they have their ranch thing. Maybe they don't need these. Let me see. Oh wait, I have an idea. Here, let's move. Not there. We're gonna make it all just completely inaccessible. It's the idea that counts. There we go. It's very, very cramped and whatever, but I'm okay with it. And then they don't even need this, actually. I just like the idea of having that in their kitchen, but we can move it. I think we can move the TV. We can move the TV in here. I think we can just have the TV against the wall or something. I think that works. Can I turn it on? Let's just turn it on. It's in black and white. Oh, okay, of course it's the stretching thing. That's funny. Make it brown. I like the dark brown. I feel like that kind of fits. Of course they're having stretching when I got rid of their TV. That's okay. I don't know how I feel about their TV being in the corner. I could see them actually just having it in their kitchen of like they're watching and whatever. In that case, maybe we can move these. Maybe they have their TV just in their kitchen, like over here, and they watch it. It makes it a little busy, but we don't really need two of these things. Have it like this. Yeah, they can have their TV in their kitchen that they can't use. Why not? So it's cramped, but I sort of kind of like it. And then we could put this in the corner. I just like the idea of these two being in the front. Okay, So then we don't really need the cushion, or we can move it. We're gonna get rid of this. I did like the idea of the kettle, but if they're already having things cooking and stuff, I think that's fine. You know what? There we go. Decoy duck goes on top of their TV. Why the hell not? Or maybe decorative. No, they would not have a decorative plate on there. Would the radio be in the TV? No, that feels kind of weird. I feel like the TV wouldn't be very stable. No, not the clock. Yeah, decoy duck. Mallard, spot build, greater scarp, common Pritchard. I feel like it should be painted or just duck. I like how your options are duck and, oh, natural. Okay. I feel like the mallard's kind of classic. I like you have other options and there's like a white duck. Kind of like the spot build. That goes on top of their TV, why not? So then this goes in the corner. We're just kind of making these two corners and we're going to have their space to move around and such. So they're going to have this little corner over here and they're going to have this. They both get to sit. I feel like there needs to be something here. Unless I truly just make it in the corner, that could be kind of... No. I like the look of the two. Maybe we'll leave the corner alone or something. And we could have that here. Oh, we could just have this over here. They're like extra firewood. Oh, I thought you could customize. I'm so used to being able to customize everything in this. Actually, no, that stands out too much. What about beige? Dark brown? No. I think red. I like it. Actually, no. What about dark brown? Yeah, kind of blend a little. I don't really like this plate. I just, mountain? Kind of cute. I feel like this. Yeah. That feels kind of right. I don't know. And then we just give them their little stuff, you know, to do this stuff. It's all gonna be on the floor. No, that sounds terrible. That sounds very terrible. No. We're gonna have the other table. Where's the other table? Not that one. Other one. Where is it? I've been using so many items, I think the history is just kind of forgetting what I'm using. I was gonna give them paint things. I thought that would be kind of fun. Where is their table? Someone's happy. Butterflies could work. No, they have a spinning wheel, but then them having the sewing stuff wouldn't make sense. I didn't actually plan to have it over here, but that does kind of fit nicely of like here's your little activities. I think I'll actually place it along the wall. I think the spinning wheel could go in the middle actually. Separates the kitchen and the other one of just there's your spinning wheel. I think yeah, this could go in the corner. Hell, it could even go in this corner and it doesn't really matter. It's just kind of here. Oh, okay, I guess it can't. Oh, because of the wood. Okay, let's see if we get rid of the wood. We don't really need it. We put this in the corner. This could just be their sewing table, and then I don't like it being that shade of orange brown. No. Dark wood, yeah. I do really like the butterfly pattern. Okay, so they have their little materials and they have their little spinning wheel, and I feel like one of them could have a sewing machine of some sorts. Could be like their little crafts thing. So we're gonna make a second one. Excuse me, we're gonna give it a different pattern. They're gonna have something protective. I think leaves works fine. Okay. I think the train kind of fits, of like maybe they get to go somewhere. Wait, can I pick them up and wiggle them around? Oh my gosh, I can. I love that they get so frazzled. It's just like with the knees. Are they just wearing similar... Oh my gosh, they wave to each other? That's so cute. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy for them with their little house. I don't think I like the natural wood. The dark wood kind of fits. Kind of makes it look just black, but that's okay. And then this, in that case, could be darker. I like that birch is an option. Oh, I like that it's southwestern flare. Reminds me of some of my family's home design for like people in the family. Quilted bears. No, quilted. Nope, not orange. There. That feels right. Okay. I just put you guys in here for now. What are you doing? You're just reading at breakfast. Okay, well, if you're gonna read at breakfast, I'm gonna put you guys here. I did need to see what you looked like, though. Yeah. That's the... Oh my gosh, you can put your books back. It's okay. That's okay. Do I want to give them the ability to paint? I feel like one of them would paint and one of them would do ceramics. And let me check this out. Beginning stages, dinosaur, cake, colorful dinosaur, colorful cake, clay dinosaur, clay cake. What would your painting be? I want them to be in the middle of something. You would paint a... No, you'd paint a still life. They seem happy. I need this room to be just like a little bigger. I didn't want to, but... Oh gosh, that means I have to move everything. You know what? That's okay. That's okay. It's fine. We're gonna give them so much... Yeah. They deserve a big... It's 2 people. They can't be cramped like this forever. I mean, their kitchen will be cramped. I actually really like the look of the cramped kitchen, actually, but... yeah. I need to make this perfect, or it might as well just not be perfect at all. I mean, made at all. And it's my idea of, like, kind of what I want for these 2 villagers. That's the thing, you spend all this time building all this house stuff, and then you never get to see them again, unless you go inside of their house, and that's kind of it. I mean, you do get to see them again, but you know what I mean. Okay, they get like a little time to breathe with this, and this babies thing, and I still like these in the front. We're gonna move these a bit. I like how they're both just sitting here and nodding of like, I'm still gonna put this here. I think in that case we don't have to put this in the corner. We're gonna just move this. I think we could put a stack of books right here. Maybe the guitar. Oh, someone's happy. Okay. Like how it's the sewing thing, that's what separates it in the middle. Oh gosh, my arm, I've had it so bent to play this with the controller. It doesn't feel even to me. There you go. This isn't, the spacing of things got messed up, and the duck up here. I just like the look of things on top of other things, and then, can I flip their table? Nope. I do think it's fine if their stuff's in the corner over here, like they get to do their thing. Of like, here's your equipment, and then here's your little arts area, I guess, and maybe they have a little sewing thing in the front, like you come into their house and it's like, it's time. I think in that case we can give them a, there's so many heaters. The house is like, I mean the furniture thing is like, we're gonna make them, I should give them a bathtub. Not here, it would not be in the living room. No. Wait, why are you getting up? Where are you go? Oh, you're gonna follow me. Oh, but I already perfectly designed it. Can I just give them a bathtub somewhere? Yes, I know, game. That sounds cozy. You know what? Screw it. Why not? There's the baby area. We could put like a block thing around it. I know that's super weird of like they have a bathtub, they have their activities, they have their Christmas tree. Can I put the bathtub in their bedroom actually? Can they just have a bath like right here? No, it looks weird. It looks a little weird. I thought that sounded cozy of like, warm baths. Do they need a bathroom in here now? Shit, I don't want to design a bathroom. I could though. It could work. They could just have a bathtub. I mean, it's their house. Why not? They could just have a bathtub in here. Yeah. It's their upstairs. It's like they're people that live with their baby. They're like a couple that lives with their baby. They could have a bathtub in their bedroom. They're sort of, imagine you walk into this of like you go into this person's fancy like kind of little bedroom and then they just have a freaking bathtub. Who says you can't take a bathtub in your bedroom? Why the hell not? Yeah. It feels silly. But it just, I see the steam coming out of it and I'm like, bath. You know, it just, and with the music, it feels, can we get in here? We can't get in here. Can I place a villager in here? That would be really funny. Damn. Let's just hear the vibes. I like that look. You come too. You come too. There we go. Perfect. It just, the sound of that water sounds so soothing. What if I put it behind their furniture? I know that's a little weird, but I think that's okay. If we put it behind their furniture, if I have a little secret area to take your bath. Can I just stick that somewhere? I like the sounds and the steam and the whatever. I don't want to make them a bathroom, but I like this idea. Why not? You can hear it. You can take a bath behind your thing. That's fine. We can hide it a little bit. It's okay. No, I should just give them a little bathroom area. Actually, okay. All right. Fine. I hate doing this to myself. It just sounds so cozy. And gosh darn it, I don't want to keep making the room bigger. I don't like making the room bigger. How much? It's already at maximum space. It's already at maximum space. They don't need one, but it just sounds so nice. What if they don't have a Christmas tree in here? What if the Christmas tree is downstairs? I will still give them a little activity area. A little activity area could be like right here or something. It doesn't have to be in the way. So it's baby's room. Or they don't need this either. It just sounded cozy to me. I mean, heck, it could go in there. Oh, it could just go in here. We move some of the cats out of the way. We don't need all the cats here. Heck, they could just have the cats here. Why not? We're gonna move this in your little library thing. Why not? There we go. Yes, that's perfect. I like how the cat can go on here as if it's not a cat plushie. That's not what I'm going for right now. Okay, that works. And I want to give them this little bathroom. And I know I said the thing about privacy, but if we just make like a little fence or something, and then they have their space heater. They need multiple places to keep this room warm. That's the thing. You have a space heater in here. Stay cozy. Little plant. Make them a little bathroom. Just like a little tiny one. I'll bust out a third freaking rug if I have to. The wallpaper, I mean the floor at this point is just for baby's area, but I can give them a little space. And we can keep it away from the door if we just do it kind of smart. It's just gonna be this one little space. Let's find a very small rug. Need a rug. Like a 2x2 by... Oh, that's the one from the thing. No, I need like a little bigger, like a... Yeah, this is what I was thinking. This is what I was thinking, just something very small, just kind of in the corner over here. Just a little area to get kind of toasty. And it blends in actually with their thing, so it's not too bad. And it feels right with the music, something about it. Just having this little corner. And I could block it off, you know, if they need something to cover themselves and stuff. That just sounds nice. Is there like a little wall or something I can put? A little lamp would be kind of nice in there, actually. It's a little fancy, but that's okay. We're here for fancy. What does it look like with the lights kind of a little more dim? Whoa, you can see things. Ooh, oh, that's cool. I mean, it makes all the rooms dark, but this area gives it the right lighting. But I don't want them in the dark. No, they don't have windows. It's just like a little. Yeah, okay. And we need to give it like a little. Where's the fences things? Music stand, vacuum cleaner. I mean, they do need a little area for like their clothes. They're making so many clothes anyway. Why not give them a deluxe washer in their room? They already have like a mini fridge. You can have a mini fridge in here. This is your little space, you know. Where? I don't know where it is. There's usually like little fence things or something, but I might have scrolled too far at this point. I have no idea. Yeah, I definitely scrolled too far, damn. This is already 3.5 hours total? What the hell? In terms of, like, I haven't edited out to cut just to make it this room. Damn, this is gonna be a long video. It's gonna be a very long video of just designing their room. It's not gonna be 3.5 hours. I'll try to cut it, but damn. Okay, where's the little divider thing? Oh, it's these. There's not that many. Okay, what would they have? The mermaid screen's nice. Would it be the wood? No. It needs to block. Maybe this? It kind of looks nice, actually. Just kind of block it for them. Oh, whoa. Mix it up a little bit. We can mix it up. It kind of blocks it. It's too big. It's a little too big. What if we just put the tension pole right there? It's like a weird little corner. I like kind of hate it, but kind of like it of having it just be. Because like if you come in, you cannot see, and this is the main area. We need to block it from your living room, and then you have this little fence thing to look at, and you also have this, and I mean, yeah, it would be nice to block it away from baby's room with your little area, you know. So then you still walk in though. Yes, you can walk in just fine. It's just this one little space. This is kind of nice because you don't see it if you're okay, we have to do the test again. Also, what am I gonna put on this tension pole thing? I need to put something there. What do I want on it? I don't have to, but it just sounds nice. What if there's like some nice like towels or something? I think that's somewhere lower. Yeah, there's so much furniture in this game, it's kind of ridiculous. It's like a little overwhelming. I wish you could type in like chairs or whatever, like to get it more specific, something like that. Because it's like they're usually designed in like way. I mean, you do have the sorting thing, but I feel like that's not what I want. Right? Oh, plain sink would actually be like a bathroom sink or something that could kind of kitchen pool. I feel like they'd have something like this. You have like a little sink thing. Or maybe it's just this. You have a little plain sink to get ready. No. It would be the we can give them like a proper bathroom sink. Just right here to kind of block out this area a little bit. What is the spacing of this? It's like a 3x3. No, they're like the same. I think this blocks out enough. It's like their little homemade bathroom that's horribly packed, where they also have a mini fridge and their washing machine, but I don't care. I think it's fine. And plus it gets covered by this anyway, for the most part. They deserve it. Their little corner. Like, I made them a whole little cute, like, kind of cabin downstairs, and they have their little cozy area and the area for baby. The area for baby being bigger than their area for their bathroom is funny to me, but I like the idea of it just being so horribly claustrophobic. Like, you can't move and it's just there. I think works out nicely. And then it gets kind of covered a bit. You don't have to worry. What if we, oh gosh, I actually do love the way that connects though. I mean, the screen is mostly just for this actually, so that works perfect. There. I mean, you can get like the little peek from that way, but it's not, I don't think it's too bad. There, it like blocks just enough, because if you peek and you just see the sauna thing, it's just mostly for this. But you don't really need the sauna thing. I feel like if you just have these two, it's kind of nice. I like how they're both nodding of like, yes, and then they have their little bathroom thing that they can't really use. We could pop this in here. Like, why don't we just switch the places of these? There. So then they have their little bathroom thing. Maybe it goes here, maybe it goes here. It goes like here. And then your little plant and your little... No, the thing is pretty. You can just switch the places of these. I feel like the plant's not necessary, but I do like the idea of them having like a plant in here. It's like they're very tiny bathroom. That's just this, and this, and this, and this one random plant, and that's kind of about it. And then they have their mini fridge behind it, and they would have their little machine. They could put that in their bathroom, why the hell not? World's tiniest little bathroom that has, you dry your clothes, you wash your hands, and you do your thing. I think that works, and it's its own little like corner or whatever. I think this go here, block out baby's area. Block out baby's area could be connected to this actually. Let's see, or no. We could keep it a little separate, and then you can walk in this. I like that. I like the idea of like the bathroom is the tiniest thing in the world, and it's protected. You don't see anything. You just walk in and that's that. It's private. You got some privacy here. And then you just put this plant here and it covers the rest. And we can have this, like this. And you do your laundry, I guess. I like this being here. Like you look up, you're in that bathtub and you just see this and you see the plant and you see the little screens. And then you get to do this, and yeah, I think that works. I think that's actually kind of nice. They need something like this, I feel like. So you have your cute little bedroom, you have this, you have this area, you have this, the rug, and then you have the little baby area. Or it could be like a little bigger. Could be just like a little bigger. I need like a 4x4, not 5x5, 4x4. These could work. What about this one? Whoa, okay. That is like a little fancier than what I was thinking. But it works. It kind of works nicely. It's a little weird having this like space, but I think it's fine. I think in that case we could move these. And I like just having different things here. And then I think we're gonna have this. We can have this here. We're kind of blocking. That's the whole point. Of like you can't peek through. You just see the lamp, and you're covered through here. Here we could even put this like screen like directly behind the screen. You can't see a thing coming from this way. You can sneak a peek here, but we can just put this on the outside and then you don't have to worry about it. And then you can't really peek in. You can a little bit, you just see the fish. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with giving them privacy to this fun little bathtub, but I just feel like it. Whoa, okay. I'm gonna give them a little bathroom up here. You can't really walk into the house anymore, but I think that's okay. That's fine. It's not a room to be used and moved and whatever. You just have this and your little cats. Cats are hanging out. So nice you can just see them do stuff. It's a little cramped, but that's okay. Because it's not for me. It's not for me to go wander around in here. It's for them. Not for me. I mean, except when you're standing right here, you can see the back. Let's see. Let's see how that actually works. I mean, you need a way to get in. Yeah, maybe it doesn't need the screen. Maybe it just continues. Damn. Oh, yeah, perfect, perfect. That is exactly what we needed. And then everything is kind of blocked. Baby's area is kind of blocked. Let's see if I move this. I'll move the square for baby. Perfect! It is pretty much blocked. You don't really see anything. It's in their damn privacy. All you see is these. Yes, yes, this is great. Okay. I don't think in that case we need the fence if the bathroom is blocked, and if you're in baby's room, you just see this little fence and you hear things. Baby has access to everywhere else, just not in there. I do kind of like this though, just a little bit of like baby's room. Baby's room is blocked to everyone, but you do need a way to get in. Here, let me see if we just start walking around. I don't know if I want the space heater. I like the idea of the space heater. I like the idea of the space heater in the corner. I feel like that could still work, and the cats are around, and maybe it's a little smaller, but like who cares? It's fine. This room does its job. Maybe the cats spread around. Let's see. Okay, so if I put it on the handheld camera, let's see. I mean, if you're oh yeah, if you walk up the stairs, I mean, you wouldn't see this. I think maybe you'd see a little bit of the bathtub. You could move it. Let's say you walk in. Oh wait, can you not walk in anymore? Damn, you can't even walk in the room. The space heater's in your way. All right, so let's switch the space heater and the cat. Or, I mean, we don't need this. Put the space heater over here or something. There. Okay, let's see here. No. Okay, you walk in. Pretend this isn't a thing. Okay, because realistically, if you walked in, it would be like this, right? So you can see the little fish, which is kind of nice. You just see a fish, you see some paintings, you walk, you walk, you walk, you walk. Do they just wave at me? I think they waved at— oh my gosh, your face is in my face. Hi, this is cozy, this is nice. Like, you walk in, and here's the cats, and there's that, and hello cat, you can't really walk in, but you have their games set up, and their little space heater. I like the cat thing in the corner, and they're just hanging out here. I think the cat in that case could be moved just a little bit. It's so weird. You think you have like no space realistically, but then you do. It's kind of crazy. We can put their cats by the space here. Cats are trying to get warm. Okay. I want to try this again. This is a nice test. I want to just be done with this room and then work on down the stairs. So realistically, you would be like this. Hello, hello. And then you have your little living room. And here's your cats. Stop saying hi to me. Hi. Yeah. Oh my gosh, those cat plushies are so cute. And then they're reading and they're doing stuff, and it's like cool. So that area I think is good. And I like just that one bookshelf. It's kind of nice. But then here, all you see is the fish, and you see some of the paintings a little bit, and you can't really see anything, and you can't really see anything. And if you try to peek in this way, it's just like a plant. And then this is baby's room, and you get to walk into baby's room a little bit. Baby's room isn't for you. Baby's room is for baby. I like how that rug turned out. I need to make that puppy plushie alive, but that's okay. And then you walk into their bedroom, and you have the cute little bedroom. I like that you can just walk in between these two rooms. I think that works nicely. And there's the bear, and this, and the little dolly, and they have their little cute little sweaters. And if you try to peek this way, you know, baby's got like some privacy. You don't need to walk into baby's room. You can just walk in this way. And then the bed, it also gives the bedroom privacy. And I like this sheep thing, yeah. It just makes Animal Crossing feel real. That's just how I like to do it. And if you're thinking like, oh, if the interior design stuff is fun, why don't you play The Sims? The Sims, this is like the perfect amount of cartoony. It's not too much, it's not too realistic. I feel like with The Sims, it's like you don't have as much kind of fun furniture that looks like this. The Sims just looks more real and with people. And I know there's like cutesy, cozy games you decorate for villagers, but this is just the right amount for me where it's like an optional thing. And it's nice. Okay. I forgot about this room already. I've been working at this for almost— this video before I cut it is almost 4 hours. That's crazy. Do they need a sewing machine? They have their little art table, but then they have sewing stuff. They need a sewing machine. Where do I put the sewing machine? I think the sewing machine is going to get its own little table thing. It's gonna get this. That is what it is. Get this. It's not gonna be in the center of their house or anything. That's kind of a lot, but it goes in their little room. It'll go right here, actually. They can just stand and do their sewing machine. This is reminding me of how I decorated that one other room for the hotel. Yeah, they have their little sewing area. They don't have a little chair, but I think that's okay. Or they could have one. I think that could work nicely. You can just sit and you can— no, not this chair, not this chair. I don't want this chair. I want— no, not rocking chair. Little antique chair, little counter chair, little garden chair, little this chair actually. Kind of weird, but it works. You get a little chair to do your thing. You can— I want them to be able to sit in it. And this goes in the back of your little sewing machine or whatever. You get to work on their little activities, so... Okay. What if I put these outside, actually? What if they just did all their painting and other stuff outside? Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, this is their little sewing room and stuff, where they have this, and they have this, and you move it a little bit. Just give everything a little space is what I've had to learn from designing Vesta's home. And they have a little sewing machine in here, and is there little stuff in the guitar area, in the kitchen? Yeah. Okay, let me put the painting outside. I can give them things to do outside too. I've been outside in the snow. I mean, I'm not gonna personally do yoga in this. They don't need yoga. They don't need yoga, but they can have. I don't think I want to give them ice furniture. That sounds uncomfortable, unless they're like penguins or something. We can give them little spaces. You can just do all your painting and other stuff outside. I mean, that's what I do. Why is there 4 chairs when there's only 2? No, that doesn't make sense. No, it disappeared. No, okay, it's here. And it's the one I wanted. I love that the game remembers. It's like, hey, you wanted them to have the still life, they get to have the still life. I like this just being out here. I think that's fun. What if I just put it here as their little, like, we are sheep, we live here. Oh, okay, you can't put it by the water. I think that's a nice spot. You could also just put it, like, back here as well. No, this is nice. Okay. Their little snowman that's in their front yard, and their other 2 snowmen. Why don't I just make a second snowman? Yeah. I don't know. We can make, like, 3 back here. Snow people. I like that, yeah. And then they have their little activity table. Is there anything else I wanted out here? No? What about anything from this way? Oh, it's almost 1:30. I need to go eat. No? They could have dinner out here. They could just eat. I could do that thing I wanted. Yeah. They can do stuff out here. They can have a meal out here. Why not? I'm gonna make their chairs like this. I'll give them that fancy ass dining table that would probably not age well out here, but I don't care personally. Where's their table? Oh my gosh, I've used so many things that the game doesn't remember anymore. Cool. Not this. Yeah, I think this is kind of fine. Where was their food? It was just here. Where was their sea bass pie and their... I don't know if I'll give them sea bass pie, because I think they have pie. I'll give them a sea bass pie for lunch. And maybe this, and their little candle out here. Why not? We can have like a little candle dinner out here. Sea bass pie, whatever this is. More chairs. Even more chairs. We can have like a hearth out here too. Just keep them warm. It would be like a little closer to here, actually. And then they have their little Christmas decorations. Their Christmas decorations aren't for guests. And then they have this. It's kind of like almost having an extra room. Yeah, so they get to have their little nice dinner out here, and they get to have, their house. I like their house being in the corner with the little snowman and stuff. And then they have their snow thing. Perfect. Okay. Let's take a look in here. Oh, my arm. Yeah. Let me see. No, I'm not getting the vision. I need them in the chairs. Get in the chair. They don't need anything in the middle, because they're gonna probably like read and do stuff and whatever, and they have their books upstairs. There. Okay, there we go. Okay, let me see. This just always helps me to especially as I worked so long in this house. Okay, so we have their little area. I feel like I'm giving a house tour, but I mean, yeah, basically. I like this of having their photos here. I think that looks nice, and then they have that stuff, and the little sewing thing, and they have their little machine, and I love this little area. Hello, hello, and their little decorative plate and whatever. I think that's good. I need to still change this floor, or maybe not. I might just keep it. But I like this. They have this up here. I really like the way the photos look up there. I think that's nice. And they have their, oh my gosh, I didn't even notice. Owl. And then their little thing. And then you have their kitchen area. There's baby's area. And this. And you have their little kitchen. They're like making the soups and things. I like these little ranch cupboard things. And there's their apple pie and their other stuff. And then if you go around, you get to see they have all of these little fun things on the wall, which is cool. And then they have their little TV with the exercise thing. Yeah, I'm happy with all of this. Man, this is 2 rooms and it just took so long. Okay, I think we are done here. I'm satisfied with it. I might change it in the future, but probably not. So I put a lot of work into this. Okay, I think I'm happy with it. I'm gonna tell them we're done. How do I say that? Oh, it's Nico. Okay. Wait. How do I say that I'm done? I'm done. If I say I call it off, I'm terrified Dwayne's gonna be like, okay. Oh, it's ready. Oh, thank goodness I didn't pick the other option. It would have erased everything. Okay, it's ready. Finally, it's ready. I've been sitting here for 4 hours, I'm not kidding. It says 3 and 56. Wait, what was the name? Shoot, I'll pick a new name. What did I call it originally? What is the theme? Cozy Cabin. Cozy Cabin. But I want it related to the sheep, maybe. Also, I love that you can name it. Cabin. No. I think Cozy Cabin's fine. Because the cozy also comes from them being, sheep. Cozy. No. Oh my gosh. Cozy. I'll keep it as Cozy Cabin, I guess. Because you can always change it. I'm probably not going to change it. But I think if I see Cozy Cabin, there's like very few villagers I would associate that. Cozy Cabin, because it's a log cabin in the woods. And it's cozy because they live in it and they're sheep. And they do cozy things in their cozy cabin. Yay! Alright, let's check it out. Why are they behind the house? Why are you over there? I didn't design that place. I actually wanted the interior, but that's okay. I think this is fine. You know what? Yeah, I want a picture of them from inside. When you go inside. Oh, okay, so they used the chair. That's why I wanted to make the chairs accessible. I want you to sit at your little place. I don't want you to move. What are you wearing? What are you wearing? You have to wear hand knit tank. I mean, that does work. It's hand knit. I think these are the default clothes. Which actually does look good in orange. That's fine. Okay, what are you wearing? You're wearing a cardigan. That's perfect. Perfect. You don't need to do anything. I'm the one that's the problem. Alright, we're gonna take a photo of your house. We're gonna take a photo of your house that is for this. And it's nope, not tilted, normal. Okay. That actually looks cute. Oh my gosh, they both waved at the camera. That was adorable. I'm gonna keep that. Alright, we're leaving.